We have the nicest up and coming R&B singer coming out of Connecticut, my home state. I know I scouted you out and everything, but we're going to get into that. One of the nicest up and coming R&B singers and stars coming out of Connecticut. Make sure you look out for him. It goes by the name of Jazz, New Haven, representing all 203. Find your love out right now on all platforms.
Right now.
Yeah, you got it, man. Jazz, welcome to the show, Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max. How's everything going? Live 365, iHeartRadio, all that.
Going good, man. I appreciate you for having me, bro, for real.
No doubt, man. I did some scoping. I read about you. I think it was in some kind of hype magazine, I think online, that someone did an article on you. I came across because I always do research on artists, especially ones coming out of Connecticut, because I'm from Connecticut. I always want to help you guys out. And I spotted you. I checked out your music. I was like, I got to reach out to you. And I had an opening this week, and I said, let's do it. And we're here right now.
Man. Love on the 203. Facts.
That's a fact, man. How do you like Connecticut? How's everything going up there, especially New Haven?
Yeah, I love Connecticut, bro. A lot of people got negative things to say about CT, but you know, it's one of the most for me, it's one of the most close-knit loving states that it could be. Like any other state. You know, we got our troubles, but you know, we hanging in there.
You think there's a real entertainment scene out here? Because it's always so hard to find entertainers out there such as yourself. Have you been able to network your way through Connecticut and find other entertainers out here that people don't know about, and it's like the best kept secret?
Oh man, they out here. Out here. It's a lot of them. I think that people like myself are really working as hard as they're working to shine a light on the Connecticut artists to, you know, bring that attention back home to their state.
I think so. You're definitely one of the ones making some noise out here. I saw that you were on 300 Entertainment as well. Kevin Liles invited you. Tell me about that whole experience and how Kevin Liles found you.
It was amazing, bro. It was an amazing experience. Shout out to the whole band I work with. Shout out to the production crew. Shout out to BMI. Shout out to everybody that has something to do with that situation. And it came to be from like this BMI plug that we've been working with, just, you know, networking with different people, and they just invited us on the show. Went to Jersey and just knocked it out.
Went there, knocked it out, did the live performance, and it's rare to see an R&B artist do a live performance nowadays, especially because everyone's always so focused on laying back on the auto-tune. You're a natural singer. You grew up in a music household, and especially the instruments, because your older sister was a singer as well.
Yeah. My sister sang, man. She was the singer of the house at first, and then we all just followed in her footsteps and started singing. We were playing instruments and stuff, but you know, she was singing. She was the singer in the beginning. Now we all do
it. Now, are you the main singer of the household now that you're gaining all this traction? Do they look to you, your siblings? Is it now following you?
Nah, they still feel like I'm the little brother that's just trying to, you know what I mean, clown with them. I respect them, but I'm still the youngest. I'm the youngest sibling, so you know how that go, man. They still, you know, they think they better than me. I'm the best though.
That's a fact, man. And you're also giving tutorials on YouTube. I saw you putting something together like a professional would do in their studio, just teaching people how to just get their R&B tracks made. You were on the piano, just putting together hooks and putting a song together. That was interesting to see.
Yeah. 100, yo, it's so many talented people out there that, you know, are looking for the first few steps into how to really get into this game. And so like me dropping off knowledge is one of the things that I feel is necessary. You know what I mean? Anything I can do.
Now, how old were you when you started learning how to play piano? Because we know before you grew up in a music household where you were waking up to drums, pianos, all types of instruments.
Yeah, I was probably like 8 or 9 when I first started learning how to play the piano. Probably like 8 or 9. Yeah, really young.
8 or 9. Have you thought about making a live album because you can play the piano?
Hey man, we got a lot of stuff we're working on right now. You know, we coming out with a lot of different things, and that might be in the near future. We definitely want to do that. You know what I mean? So in the near future, you might hear a lot of more live acoustic sounds coming from this side.
It's gonna be dope, man. 100%. How's everything going? You're in high school right now, is that right?
No, man, I graduated.
Oh, you graduated. Are you going to college?
No, man, I decided to do music full time. I think route. That yeah, I talked to one of my favorite professors, because I went to art school. I went to 2 high schools. One was a high school, one was an art school. And I talked to one of my favorite professors, and he was like, follow your heart, you know, stick with music 100%. And that's just where I went. And it's working for me. So yeah. I'm gonna just keep going this route.
I can tell, man. You're already getting called up to 300 Entertainment, doing performances at the Music Hall in Williamsburg and a performance in Brooklyn as well.
Yeah, man. It was amazing. It was amazing experiences, man.
Were those
For
your
sure.
first two major performances?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to Mariah the Scientist, shout out to Ramilo Swain, everybody on that side. Shout out to RCA. Yeah,
Invited
100.
you out there and you be able to got some opening up and been able to perform for that crowd.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of love coming from Brooklyn. A lot of love coming from Atlanta too.
It's a goal for you to get to Toad's place too.
Oh man, yeah, I was just talking about that the other day. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah,
Yeah, got to bring it back home.
absolutely. Who are some artists that you look up to from Connecticut? I know there's a short list, but you got some artists out here like Chris Webby, Annoyed. You got
Yeah,
some rappers out
Annoyed,
here that
Chris
are helping
Webby, they're
Connecticut.
all amazing. Shout out to Kaylee Rose, Kaylee Roselle. Shout out to my man Tay Fetty. You know, he's arguably the best person in Connecticut. You know what I mean? The best artist coming out of Connecticut. He's the youngest and the nicest, man. So shout out to Tay Fetty. There's a lot of dope artists, man. I could go on all day. We got V, we got Annoyed, we got Kaylee Roselle, we got some dope producers, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of artists out here, man. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
we're just slept on. I think. What do you think it's going to take for the major cities to embrace us and finally give us our respect? What do you think it's going to take?
Um, well, I'm on a journey right now. I'm on a mission to become a huge superstar. And I think that that's what we need. I think that Connecticut just needs someone to like really become a ultimate superstar. You know what I mean? To join those big people and to really rep our state. And I think that when someone really comes from here and just takes over, a lot of people will start looking like, hey, what's that over there in Connecticut? What's going on? And if they don't, then I'm gonna just start bringing people, you know what I mean? And just building a lineup for Connecticut. That's my goal. That's my
Yeah.
journey right there. Yeah.
When I listen to you, you remind me a lot of three artists musically. You could be the Chris Brown, and then musically Trey Songz and Tory Lanez. I know they're very
Yeah.
controversial right now, but who isn't at this rate? But
Yeah.
but when I listen to you, those are three artists that I see in you, and you could be that superstar from Connecticut on that level to put us on the map.
100. 100, man. That's the goal, bro. I appreciate that. Those are three great outstanding artists you named.
Yeah, that's what I hear when I listen to you and just getting your feet wet. Did you ever do any experience with the choirs in high school and growing up?
Yeah, man. I'm classically trained, so I everything I did in the beginning was like singing in French and Italian, choir music, and you know things like that. So that was my like that's my base right there. I love choir music still. It's dope.
That's big time.
So
It gives you the edge too when you're classically trained.
yeah, for sure. It puts you in a good space because you know you got to work with vocal trainers all the time. And shout out to my vocal coach Conrad Robinson. He's one of the greatest to ever do it, and you know he takes you right back into that classical field and like you know what I mean, like lets you inherit what you already learned. So I think it's definitely something that young artists or new artists into the game should definitely try to get that under their belt.
Who's the first person to believe in you when they heard you sing that you knew that you had everything on lock and this was what was going to be your journey in life?
Probably my mom. Probably
Your
my
mom?
mom. Yeah, probably my mom. She saw me like go crazy watching Michael Jackson. It's like he's gonna be a star. And it didn't take long for the rest of the family and just friends to be like, oh snap, because I performed everywhere as a kid. Just anywhere, man. Anywhere at all. I just bust out, so I sang.
You brought up Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's always an inspiration to the main R&B singers out there. Who are some other people that are on that list that inspired you growing up?
Man, Stevie Wonder, Temptations, Smokey Robinson,
Oh, it's
Al
classic
Green.
stuff.
Yeah, man, I could keep Tammy Campbell, a lot of people, Boyz II Men, New Edition, Usher, Chris Brown, Michael, man, a lot of people. I'm probably missing so many people because I'm a sponge, so I just take from different people and just, you know, try to inherit in my own music.
Tevin Campbell, very underrated from the 90s. Can We Talk? He has a great catalog.
Yeah, he has amazing catalog, amazing catalog.
If you
Yeah.
could work with someone from the 90s on a collaboration tip, because I saw that you work with some newer artists. I think one of them, I think his name goes by the name Mansa. Is that right?
Yeah, shout out to Mansa, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Mansa.
Mansa.
He did some work with Tory Lanez.
Yeah, he did, man. That's he's over there with them and he's killing it, bro. His
Yeah.
catalog. I go look at Mansa's catalog. he's killing it. He showed a lot of love on that feature, and
Cold
yeah,
Town.
yeah, check him out. Cold Town, yes sir, it's out right now. Go listen to that. Go listen
Go
to that.
go check that out, man. But Find Your
Yeah,
Love, was this inspired by Drake's Find Your Love off of Thank Me Later?
man. I wish, but yeah, that's a great record. But no, Find Love just kind of came from it kind of came out of nowhere, man. It wasn't supposed to be what it is today, but that's kind of how most music is made. Just, out spare the moment type of thing. That's how collaborated with some dope writers on that one from Atlanta, and we just brought the record to life.
Musicbox Recording Group. Tell me how they linked up with you and you're connected with them and they have your backing right now.
Yeah, MBRG, man. Probably yeah, I just say that that's probably the that's that name right there is gonna be the reason that Connecticut really gets a stamp one day. Just because they're such a humble, great organization that just wants to work with the underdog artists and take them to be on the top level. And they don't care what level you come in at. You can come in at entry level and they kind of just build and build and build. They take chances. But that came from, I think it was 2020. It was it might have been 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020, and I was like 19 years old, and I reached out. I reached out to Musicbox, just like through them, was like, "Hey, I would do anything to work with you." You know what I mean? Like, I know I don't have anything going. Just a singer from Connecticut, and they just showed a lot of love and took me in, and we've been rocking since 2020.
That's big time, especially that you reach out because a lot of people sit around and think that they're going to get discovered, and everyone's journey is different. Sometimes people get that lucky hit on Instagram and they'll get connected with a major label, but you reached out yourself and they took a chance on you. So that's big time that
Yeah,
you were out there reaching out because sometimes you got to hustle for yourself.
100, man, 100, and it just ended up, God graced me with that. And it's been a blessing ever since. And we're just gonna keep building up. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep building up, keep
Keep
going.
building up. You mentioned that you went to an art school before. Have you thought about venturing in the lane of acting as well?
Yeah, man, for sure. Acting is on my big to-do list. I love acting. I love dancing. I love singing. I love playing instrument. I love arts, period. You know what I mean? Like, if I really could draw better, I would do that too. Like, I just love the arts. You know what I mean? So acting is big on my list. For sure, gonna get back into it. Gonna get back into it.
Oh, so you've done some work already as far as like maybe things in high school and small things on the download like that?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was on City on a Hill a few years back on I think it was on Stars, but it could be on a different network. Don't quote me on the network. But yeah, we did some background work over there, and I worked with some agencies before. And it was a dope experience. Dope experience.
That's good. So you already got your experience and your feet wet in that area and just in the arts, and you got that in relation with Tupac because he went to a art school.
Yeah, yeah, Tupac, the greatest, the greatest. Yeah,
The
yeah, for
greatest.
sure.
You looking
Yeah,
to venture out in collaborations with some rappers here, some hip hop artists, because R&B and hip hop always go hand in hand.
100, man. That's for sure. That's number one on the list. Can't wait. I can't wait.
Who are some ones on your mind that you would love to get in the studio with?
Man, Lil Durk, let's think, the baby, Lil Baby, Roddy, the man, it's probably like Moneybag Yo. It's a lot, man. There's a lot. I really want to tap in, Tiger. I really want to tap into the industry, you know what I mean? And like really just like dig in. I can't wait to dig in. I just that's my main goal, to dig in with as many people as I can.
An interesting name that you just mentioned was Tyga because I was actually talking about Tyga on one of my shows a couple weeks ago and just saying how Hotel California and Careless World are two underrated albums by him, two classics.
Yeah, Tiger's dope, bro.
Yeah.
He's dope. I think that he needs his flowers as well. I think so. I think so. T.I., that's one of my favorites too.
Ti, the king of the South, right there.
King of the South, man. Somebody had to say it, right? King
Yeah.
of the South, bro. King of the
uh,
South.
one of the greats, man. You got your own poster back there too from Find Your Love. That's the cover art.
Yeah, yeah, that is back there. I ain't love, man. That's the cover art it's gonna be big one day. That's gonna be on other people's walls too.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
You working on a debut album here or a debut project?
Yeah, man, we working right now. Right now we're just kind of putting out music and trying to give you guys more music, just more vibes to listen to, and then eventually we're gonna pack something together real soon and put something out. We're working with some dope writers. Shout out to Randy Class. We're writing some dope records, and we're gonna get a project going to you guys real soon.
That's
Real
gonna,
soon.
that's gonna be great. You got a single coming out just in time for the summer?
Yeah, man, we got some stuff for you to look out to. I don't want to speak too soon on anything, but but there's definitely some vibes back there that might just explode out one of these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the crane out here, get a song, get something out here. I know your fans are probably looking for that song to come out, but you're always doing covers on YouTube. I'm sure you'll release a cover soon too.
Oh yeah. We're gonna keep giving you content. You're definitely gonna keep hearing me sing, whether it's my song or someone else's or your favorite song out right now. But we'll keep feeding you guys what you want. And new music, like I said, we might have to come back and discuss some new music coming out real soon. You know what I mean? So that's for sure. That's for sure.
What song do you think is a difficult song that you haven't tried yet, or maybe have tried and it's been difficult to cover so far, and it's a challenge? It's a real challenge for you, you would say, and you think you can master it?
I did Two Lucky Day records over, and I did I Love You Too Much, and both records are very, very performed like well. Lucky Day is an amazing artist, and he can sing like crazy. And when you cover anything from such an amazing singer, you got to make sure that you're giving your all as well. So it was probably a challenge, just matching his energy on those two covers, because he just killed it. He killed it from start to finish. So it was a little challenging, but we got it done.
I think I saw somewhere in Connecticut, especially on your Instagram, that you already have a billboard up. You had a billboard up already.
Oh yeah. We had a few billboards going, and this should be some more coming real soon, man. It's a lot of work being done in the background. A lot of work.
Put them up all around the highways, all around Norwalk.
For sure.
Because I'm from Norwalk, so put them all around Norwalk, especially when you go through Bridgeport and you're by Harbor Yard. That's how old I am.
Oh,
It's Webster Bank Arena now. I always still call it Harbor Yard, but right around there, and where the Bluefish used to play.
Exactly. Now we're gonna get some billboards everywhere, man, just so everyone can see what's going on in Connecticut, right?
There's a lot going on in a small forested place.
State. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on. A lot of artists.
What are the top things that you do for fun in Connecticut? I know usually people say, "Oh, we go to the mall." That's pretty much it. But what are some top things that you do for fun in Connecticut?
Man, I like to I like to collab with other people on art things. I play basketball sometimes in my free time. Yeah, I like to hoop. Man, I really stay working, bro. Like I love
the music 24/7.
Yeah, I love to work, man. I love to just stay busy on the music. But when I'm not doing music, I'm usually like playing basketballs, things like that.
Yeah, playing it just for fun. Did you play in high school or no?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I dibble dabble with nothing too crazy. My basketball days ended really fast, but I always knew I wanted to do music. I always knew that was my calling. And yeah, I do take basketball serious though when I play. I play like I'm playing in a real game.
Who's your favorite player of all time that you model your game after?
The best player, LeBron. The best player. Yeah, the best player in the game. The best player in the game, LeBron James. So obviously, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's not KD and Kyrie Irving. It's LeBron James, right?
Yeah. I mean, we just seen what KD and Kyrie did, so we, you know what I mean? Like that shouldn't be in our minds. We seen that. We know how that goes.
Yeah, they're overrated. I'm a Knicks fan, so I always got to go out
there. Got you. In Brooklyn, I got you. I see that. I see it.
Yeah. Who's your team? I know growing up, there was no video games and sports in your household. It was mainly music, but have you found a team?
Yeah. I pretty much travel with LeBron. So
you're a where he at fan.
Yeah. Wherever he goes. So it went Cavs, Miami Heat, Cavs, Lakers. So right now I'm a Lakers fan.
Right now you're a Lakers fan. I'm sure he's gonna retire out of there. I don't see him going any other teams, but
my heart will always be in LA. Two reasons: Kobe and LeBron. So that's where my heart is right now.
Rest in peace to Kobe. How have you been throughout the pandemic? How was life throughout then? And it's still going on now. People try to throw it away, but how's life? How's your family and everything?
Yeah, man. I think that I think it was a devastating time for a lot of people. I think that the world came together though. I think that we poured out love, and the world needs every part of the world just needs a little bit more love every day. You know, the more love we give out, the better the world's gonna end up. And so I think that it helped us get back into that loving state. And some great things happened for me, some negative things, but we've been holding up pretty well. Like I said, the love puts you together. It's gonna put the pieces back together again.
It's gonna be putting the pieces back together, man. Jazz,
Yeah,
is there anything else that we want to cover here that we didn't talk about? I think we covered a lot. We covered
we
everything.
covered a lot, man. Thank you for having me, man. That's one thing I want to say. I appreciate you reaching out, and uh man, we got some things coming up. Do not be worried. I know it's been a little bit of time since I released a record. Music is coming, music is on the way. Connecticut, if you're listening, which I know you're listening right now, stand up. We doing this for you. I love CT, man. I love everyone in whatever state you're listening from. I love all my supporters, all my fans. You guys are the reason that I'm doing this, and we just gonna keep going up from here. You know what I mean? We're just gonna keep thriving, keep going crazy. That's what we can do.
Can't forget about your other songs, "Someone," "Some Person," and "Rescue" too. That I go check out those as well. Those are slept on tracks.
Yeah, man. Those are my babies, especially Rescue, and Someone. Man, go check out every song he just named, bro, out on all platforms.
Yeah,
And yeah,
trust me, man. I checked everything out from the top to the bottom in your catalog, and we got to get some more DJs out here to support you, especially the Connecticut ones. But the Connecticut ones, I don't always tapped in, but the New York ones need to get on here. I know Charlemagne gave you a shout out. A bunch of people have been giving you shout outs on. I think it was
yeah,
on the Musicbox page. Yeah.
yeah, they show a lot of love, man. I appreciate Charlemagne and Mario for giving me a shout out right in the beginning of my success story, and it's more to come. And soon I'll be working with names like that. So you know, we just gonna keep building, bro. We're gonna keep growing, and you know, underdogs, but we the top underdogs. You know what I
The
mean?
fact Connecticut's it's filled with underdogs, and you're gonna be
Yeah,
willing to put us on the map on the R&B say percent, man. I believe in you, and that's why I reached out. Big things coming your way because when I turn music, there's just different about it.
I appreciate that, man. For real, that's love.
No
That's
doubt,
love.
man. And when you're ready to drop a new project, then you got to come back on. We'll talk about it. I'll get a good listen. I'll go through it, and I'll come up with a
Yeah,
bunch of different things to talk about.
let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm with it.
Yeah, man. And they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter at _life_w_jazz, life with jazz.
Yes, _life W Jazz. That's the name, man. Y'all follow me. Y'all tune into the story, and I appreciate you, man, for having me here, bro.
No doubt, man. Anytime. Do you have a TikTok? You're on the TikTok too.
Same name, Life W Jazz. Anywhere you really want to find me, you probably gonna use that name right there.
Yeah, and they can subscribe to your YouTube channel too. Is that Life with Jazz, or is that just jazz?
I think that's just jazz, but you
That's
know what
jazz.
you can do? Go on my Instagram, click the link in the bio, and there'll be a little icon with YouTube up there, and it'll lead you straight there.
We didn't cover this. I figured we covered all grounds here. It just popped in my head. Jazz. Why was that fitting name for you? It's unique.
Jazz. Actually, it came really fast. It wasn't too much thought put into it. It just fit, you know. I was actually given the name from a previous manager, and we kind of rock with it, and it grew on me, and that's my identity right now. And that's just kind of what we rolling with, rocking and rolling.
Yeah, it's short and simple, kind of like
Short and
Joe.
sweet. Yeah, short and sweet. Jazz. No last name right now, but you know, we just going with it.
Yeah, we're just going with it. Guys, man, I want you to enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and stay safe. I'm looking forward to the upcoming music. Keep grinding, keep going.
Yes,
don't
sir.
don't let the negatives get to you, especially with the people in Connecticut and the troubles of getting out of Connecticut. Because I know it's both being a creative, you know, and never ready to work out of here. Even though you're always going to put Connecticut on the map here, eventually getting out and making it big. And if you have to take that lead, do it, because Connecticut, I always say that Connecticut's cursed. It can be in some ways. At least I feel that way.
We had to break the curse.
Yeah.
We had to break it. Let's break it. Let's break it. 100 though.
Let this curse, man. Keep going, man. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your night. Take care, stay safe. And until the next time, man, let's keep in touch.
Appreciate you, man. For real.
No doubt, man. Enjoy the rest of your night and see you later, man.
You too, bro. See you.
Peace out.